Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So in today's video I am going to be going through the whole process of an acrylic application. So as you can see, I've already removed her old set, gone back down to the thin layer. A couple of the nails did have a bit of lifting, so I've removed all that as well. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going in with my cuticle pusher and just pushing back the cuticles gently. Then I'm going to go in with my cuticle bit and go around the cuticles. So I go down the left side first, do all the nails on the left side, and then I will put my drill in reverse and go down the right side, so that I'm making sure that I'm getting up all those dead cuticles off the nail plate. And then once we have done that, I will go in with my cuticle ball bit. Was that the dog? Sorry if you can hear the dog snoring. Yeah, so I'll go in my cuticle ball bit. On this particular client, I don't very often nip any cuticles because she's got quite sensitive skin around there, so I try not to cut unless I really have to. Then I'll be going in with my mandrel bit and a fine sanding band just to etch the surface and get rid of any more of the lifting that I may have missed previously. So yeah, I will, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, so I'm going in with the Euphoria's nail system acrylics today. All the products will be listed down below for what I've used and the names and everything. So we're going in with some blue glitter, and we're going to do some colour blocking. So I will come back to that when we get near there. And yeah, I will just let this bit play out for you, and I will be back shortly. So I forgot to mention, I'm using my Melody Susie drill, and for the prep side of it I'm only using it at 5,000 RPMs. The only bit that I use that I may need to go up a little bit more, but I only go up to like 7, is if I've got some stubborn cuticles, where I go in with my ball bit. But yeah, other than that, for prep side of it, it's at 5,000 RPMs. So these are my client's natural nails, so some of them do curve slightly, but she likes that, so we do what the client likes, and yeah. just dusted off the dust just so I can see if there is any little bit of cuticle that I need to take away, which I don't have too much. So I'm just going under the nail there, because from where I've previously shaped it, there's some of an actual nail not quite filed off properly, as you can see there. So I've just gone in and just taken those bits off, and now I'm going to go in with my nail prep. So I'm using the Euphoria's Prep and Prime. Then I will go in with a thin clear base of the clear acrylic. Because I'm using highly pigmented colours, I put a clear base down. But I do that. That's generally what I do when I'm doing acrylic design. Is I always like to put a thin clear layer down, just so it protects the natural nails, and when it comes for a redesign I just file back down to the clear layer, so that we don't have to do like soak offs each time and I don't damage the natural nail. So yeah, I will gonna go in with the blue glitter first. Normally when I'm doing coloured acrylics, I like to put my nudes down first and then go in with the colours, just so that I don't contaminate my nude colours from the highly pigmented acrylics. But because this set is a colour blocking, I've had to do it a little bit differently. So yeah, you'll see in this video that I do start off with the blue. It's such gorgeous blue glitter, and yeah, so then we go in and do a little bit of colour blocking, and then later on in the video I do a 3D flower as well, so you'll get to see that. But yeah, I will let you watch this, and when I come to the colour blocking part of the design I will talk you through a little bit more. So I'm starting the colour blocking process on the ring finger. So I'm going in with the blue glitter acrylic. I know the names will be down in the description box, but at least if I say it while I'm doing it, we will know where I am. So let's just find which one it is. So this one is Blue Razz from Euphoria's. So I am doing part of the cuticle and I'm going round in like a swoop motion, and I'm doing this all really thin layers because obviously the coloured acrylics we still need to cap them. So I go in with thin layers. Now with colour blocking, I do it slightly different than some YouTubers I've watched, but it's down to personal preference of which way you do it. So I've done that colour, I leave that one set up, and if you want to, you can come back in and file it to make it crisp, but I do most of that with my brush while I'm working with it, so I mould it to the place that I need it to be, just so it's less filing. And then I will go in with the next colour and then do the same process. I will manoeuvre it into shape with my brush, leave that set, and I'm keeping all the layers the same thickness, so that once I have finished doing that nail, you will see later on in the video that I do file over it before I go in and cap it, just so it reveals all those crisp lines for the colour blocking side of it. So again, obviously I'm doing it on the pointer finger, but doing it in different colour orders. So I will let you watch this, and I will come back a bit later on and talk you through what I do when I have finished the colour blocking side of it. As you can see there, I just tapped that blue acrylic just to see if it was set. So as it wasn't quite set enough yet, I'm going in now and creating the ombres. Excuse me, add a bit of hair in that one. So yeah, I'm creating the ombres while I wait for the colour blocking nails to go hard. And yeah, I forgot to mention, I am using the size 12 Kolinsky brush from Euphoria nails, and I'm also using their Monomer as well. that blue now has set up, so I'm going to go in with the next colour, which is Snow, which is Euphoria's white acrylic. And again, I'm going to follow that shape, but when we get the white bit up close to the cuticle, that bit is going to be a bit thinner, so it goes from thin down to a bit thicker. And again, I'm going to shape that into the same swirl swoosh motion, so that I follow the same line, and I pat and press that into place until I'm happy with it. Then I will then go on to the index finger and do the same with the next colour on that one. And obviously when you're doing these on clients, you don't have to wait in between each colour to set, because you can be working on the other hand while you're waiting for the opposite one to set up, so you're not hanging around waiting for it to set. You can obviously carry on doing the other hand, which is what I did when I did this client. So I just wanted to leave in one hand to show you how to do it instead of doing it on both, because they were both the same. So yeah, I just done it on one hand, and obviously I was out of frame for this one a little bit. Hopefully I'll be back in a minute and you can see what I'm actually doing on that one. So again, once those are set up, I'll go on to the next colour, and so on until I'm filled the nail up. colour blocking nails now have dried, so I'm just going in with my fine grit drill bit, just to reveal those crisp lines before I go in and encapsulate them. So yeah, this is where I do different to some people, but yeah, it is what works best for you. I've tried both ways, and for me this way works better for me. And yeah, so I'm going to reveal those crisp lines. I do it on both of them, and then obviously we will dust away the dust and just give them a cleanse down before I go in and encapsulate the nails. So I'll leave you watch the encapsulating process and the filing, and I will be back near the end to talk you through the 3D flower that I create as well. know, we've done the filing and the cleansing process, so I've gone in and used the non-wipe top coat on all the nails. Now I'm going, I cured that for 60 seconds, going in with the Makartt rhinestone glue, and I'm just placing a few blue crystals on the ring finger where I'm going to create, and actually it's not with the ring finger, it's the middle finger, sorry, the middle finger, to create the 3D flowers on there. So I'm using the white as I used in the others, so I did zoom in a bit for you for this one. So I'm using Nailchemy's 3D brush, and because I've got the sort of ratios figured out, I don't personally put acetone in my monomer when I'm doing the 3D flowers. I prefer to do it without it, so I just hold it on my brush a little bit longer than what I normally would. I wish I wasn't out of view for this one. Hopefully I figure it out. There we go, I figured it out and I've come back into shot. So the top petal and the bottom petal are going to end up being pointy, so they'll have the little point at the top, and then I believe it's 3 beads of just round petals going round, so we'll have the top and bottom one pointy, and then I do believe it's 3 that are just going to be the normal round sort of flower petal. And yeah, once we've done that, I would have finished. So I hope that you love watching this as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, and if you did, please give me a like, comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.